Going to San Francisco. Let's see what's going on. So far, no one over the Golden Gate Bridge. Welcome to Live. If anyone wants to see what the city's looking like, figure we'll drive around a little bit. Show you how empty the streets are. Granted, it is early in the morning, but still, Bay Bridge, there was absolutely nobody on the Bay Bridge whatsoever. Stopped at a little spot where the cannons used to be, and there was no one there. Most of the parks are closed. So, trying to go to different spots. Kind of took a different route into the city, somewhere I've never seen before. Figure for people around the world, anybody that has never been to the city, this is pretty much it. This is San Francisco right here. There's absolutely nobody out. Even early in the morning, usually, there would be people all over the place. Bikes, walking, cars. It is a ghost town. First time in my life I've ever been able to see this, which I think is pretty cool. I've lived here probably 20-something years. Welcome to the apocalypse. Well, it's good to see everybody is keeping their distance. Everyone's staying inside. Probably watching season after season of Friends. All the Harry Potter movies. I know Pornhub is having a hard time keeping up with the traffic. Mr. Rydell, we have no idea. We're in Steiner and Broadway.
Sucks to be a single guy in the apocalypse right now.
Yes, Macy, we are doing hoo-ha shit. Somebody's got to document this. You know, for the records. You know, history teaches us things, so hopefully the 40 years back we'll all laugh and have a good time. You know, our grandparents told us that they had to basically go to and from work and school barefoot in the snow walking. We're going to be telling our grandkids that we had to use our hands to wipe our asses after we took a shit because there was no fucking toilet paper. Excuse my cursing. Absolutely no one. Macy, Colt and I decided to live it up. We've been licking everything we could find. Fence posts, cannons, cement walkways, soil. Absolutely no one. I'd like to thank the 3 people that are going on this ride with us. I guess everybody else is still sleeping. Or there's a lot of people that are waking up and getting out of their nighttime jammies and getting into their daytime jammies. Macy, I appreciate the geographical question. Does it snow in South Africa? Unfortunately, due to the heat, and we have pretty much 9 months of summer and only 3 months of winter, that is a negative. Next question, please. Alright, we're now on Franklin and Broadway. So I haven't been flipped off by a bum or spat at, so that's a good thing. Just gonna sit here at the light. Fun fact, it rained this morning in San Francisco. It's an old church. So another great thing is that there's absolutely no cars, there's no traffic. We can take a leisurely drive through the city. We're gonna hit up the financial district and then kind of drive around that area. Obviously we're not gonna be worrying about taxis and Uber craziness, and we can just kind of relax, enjoy the drive. But I can tell you one thing, we ain't getting out of this car and we're not touching shit. In fact, after this, when I get home, I'm stripping butt naked in the front yard. I'm gonna basically wash myself with a hard bristle brush and antibacterial soap and burn my clothes in a dumpster. All right, coming up on Polk. I believe we're gonna go through the infamous tunnel. Couple people on the street, seen a couple, but not too many. Got this lady right here is touching that button. Good luck to you. Oh, no, holding her cell phone. Or coffee. Or bourbon. Alright, going through the tunnel. Fun fact, this tunnel was built a long time ago. And to the 5 people watching, I appreciate it. Thanks for taking a break from the Tiger Show that has gotten everyone gripped. Welcome to Chinatown. Sure, there's no tigers in this show.
I'm sure you can still get a rub and tug.
There is a ghost tour that you can take in Chinatown. I've never done it, but I heard it's good. Alright, now we're gonna go past Chinatown. Usually Chinatown will be pretty packed and busy. As you can see, it is dead. There's nobody. Couple people here and there. Masks everywhere. And for the people joining us, welcome to my live stream of San Francisco during the apocalypse. Just passing the Condor. The Condor was a great club. If you get there before 9, you get free entrance. Only problem is you get harassed. Also don't expect any good beer, Coors Light.
Oh look, they're boarding up all the A lot of the bars are boarding up their stuff. Heard about that in the news. Because people are breaking in, stealing liquor.
Yeah, that's what's going on, guys. There you go. I mean, there's absolutely nobody here. It's crazy. Blows my freaking mind. For people that have been in San Francisco, usually even early morning right now, there'd be a lot of people walking around, getting coffee, getting breakfast, finding places like that. Obviously, Financial District, not so much, because obviously the weekends is a ghost town anyways. But still, you know, being a local, it's kind of crazy to think that there's literally this empty. I mean, 20-something plus years I've lived out here. I've been to the city 1,000 times on the weekend, and usually it's just insanity. Simply insanity. And it is not insanity at all right now. You know, even the homeless, I've seen like maybe a couple homeless people, not that much. You want to go to the Fisherman's Wharf after this?
Yeah, we can do that.
So we're gonna go to the Fisherman's Wharf. That is usually by now popping especially on a Saturday. And for the people joining me, welcome to 2020's live apocalypse coverage. Earlier today, we saw a very sketchy looking biker dude on a Harley with a nice supply of Charmin Ultra on the back of his motorcycle. He's probably gonna go trade that for crack cocaine.
Stock exchange, nobody.
Absolutely empty. I really hope this video quality is good, because there's no one in the city, so cell phones are operating at 100%. So we're gonna go down to Fisherman's Wharf. It's basically one of the biggest tourist places. Bubba Gump's, a lot of restaurant places, things like that. It's also got the San Francisco Aquarium.
Head south on Sansom Street toward Bush Street. In 400 feet, turn right onto Sutter Street. Head east on Bush Street toward Battery Street. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Folsom Street.
Alright, so here's pretty much basically the heart of the Financial District. I kind of expected this to be this empty, especially because, you know, obviously financial. But keep in mind, guys, it's like this Monday through Friday right now. There's barely anyone down here. Look, I'm not going to lie. This is like a photographer's dream right here. You could probably stand in the center of the street and take some really awesome long exposure shots and not be run over by a car, which I think is pretty cool. Absolutely nobody. You know, one good thing about society in our age group, the memes that are coming out of you people are just spectacular. I've had some very good laughs while taking a poop. Keep them coming. That's what keeps us going. So we were driving up some of the scenic routes, and a lot of the parks are completely closed. I mean, there's a heavy Parks Board presence parked all over the place. So they're definitely enforcing the no parks thing right now.
You know, memes are the glue of the social fabric of today's society.
That's right. That keeps us alive. Keeps us alive. Without memes, we've got nothing. What do we have? Tiger shows on Netflix and Charmin Ultra. We barely have any of that. Welcome to the 2020 San Francisco coverage of the apocalypse, as we're going to be known as the greatest toilet paper shortage of the 21st century. I'm going to go down the side of the wharf. Still a lot of people jogging, so kudos to you, San Francisco people, keeping your health up. Still going to look good in your houses.
6 foot, babe. 6 foot buffers.
That's right. It's a little out the window action. So, what's everyone got planned for today? You guys gonna hang out maybe in the living room? Maybe spend some time in that front room? Maybe the front yard? Maybe you guys go crazy and maybe take a little bit of trip into the backyard? My real question is, how many of you are gonna be day drinking? That's the big question. And how many of you do not know what day it is? That's another big one. I know there's going to be a lot of people urban hunting today. Now, if you're probably wondering, what is urban hunting, Jeff? Well, it's simple. Because things are so hard to get, we have to go to multiple stores to get simple things like flour. So I call it urban hunting. Sometimes you get lucky on the first store and you feel proud. You just went in there, you saw your prize, you carefully approached it slowly. Look left and right to make sure nobody else is circling the same prey, and boom, you got flour. You go home to your family and you're like, family, I have provided, I have supplied flour. Urban hunting. All right, so now we're gonna go down along the piers. Many a nights I've gotten a little liquored up and walked up and down here. It's a really nice little bar. It's like a little scuzzy bar, but it's still nice over here. They make some mean whiskey and Coke, I'll tell you that much. Yep, there you go. Miss Underwood, you got a project going on. That's cool. Now, the key is to not finish the project in one day, even if you can. You got to kind of draw that out for like 5 days. And what you can always do is start like 16 different projects. Okay, I'm actually a little bit shocked. There's quite a few people down here. There's a lot of people down here. What in the heck?
No wonder your mayor's upset with you. Oh, look at that building. They got it all boarded up over there.
Oh, wow, that's the bar. Look at that. I've been in there before. It's all boarded up. Everyone, I'd like you to welcome Nancy to the live stream. Hi, Nancy. Welcome back from your travels abroad, meaning Oregon. Look at this. There's actually quite a few people. How many people doing social? Oh, that's why, farmers market. Fair enough. How else are you going to get your food? Oops, hit the window. Are they doing 6 feet apart?
Hell no, they're not.
Yeah, kinda. Okay, I think farmers market I can understand. Everyone's got to hunt.
This is the fastest I've ever gone down this road.
I know, this is, okay.
Normally it's bumper to bumper.
For people that have never been down the street, sorry about that. My Google Assistant wanted to tell me something. How rude. Anyways, usually right now it's bumper to bumper to bumper. You creep down here. This is nuts. I'm very proud people are still running, keeping those bodies ready for when the apocalypse is over. Stay away from the protein though. You got limited supply of toilet paper. Pier 23, everybody, getting down here. Miss Underwood, you're welcome. I'll put my life at risk for the enjoyment of people on Facebook. To be honest, I just want people to stop watching the goddamn Tiger Show.
Tiger Show's stupid.
Yes, Nancy, that is Colt. He is my driver. Everybody, round of applause for Colt. Without him driving, I would have probably crashed by now. Alright, I know there's a lot of people who have been down here before and they know the piers. So I don't have to explain to you how creepy and deserted this is. The problem with today right now, it's like you walk into people's houses, if you're over there, or businesses, and it smells like bleach. It's like, are you guys basically making sure that no one gets sick? Or did someone just get murdered and they had to clean up the evidence and no one will ever know now? Alright, so this is one of the busiest spots. This is the pier. This is where the aquarium is, Bubba Gump's. You know, you park, I call it the whale garage coming up on the left. That's the garage that we always park with, go to the top story, and we usually hang out for a bit and eat a sandwich. And then we'll go across the walkway and we'll go into, like, you know, the pier and just walk around and pay like 16 times the price for a sandwich. Maybe buy a beer for a mortgage payment. And then maybe hit up the aquarium. It's coming up on the Hard Rock. I'm gonna...
You notice there's like no cops out anywhere.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single cop, which is kind of alarming. I know they had an issue with the precinct with a lot of the cops unfortunately testing positive for COVID. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It's one of those, hey buddy, what did you hear? Well, I heard from a buddy, and that's how I heard it. So don't hold me to that. This is where you jump on the ferry, where you can kind of go into the wonderful bay. Up there is a warship that's now a museum, I believe. Right side is Fisherman's Grotto, and right here, these are all like the stores, and I mean, it's just bananas. This is empty. All right. So this is all under construction. I guess this is a good time to have this under construction. Now think about this. If this was a regular Saturday, because of the construction, we'd be stuck in some crazy traffic. This is where Madame Tussauds, I think, is. The famous San Francisco crab restaurant. When you walk in there, everyone's guaranteed to get crabs to eat. A bit of sourdough action. San Franciscans love sourdough. Wait, do you like sourdough?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so it is true. He's from San Francisco.
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
Skippery Bay, Brentwood area.
That's still in San Francisco. It's
No, it's not. San Francisco's a town. Actually, San Francisco's also a county.
fair
I'm
enough.
not from the county nor the city.
He's from Disco Bay.
Do I live in close proximity? Yes. Am I from here? No.
Absolutely nobody. I feel like we should be playing that "It's the End of the World as We Know It" song. It's the end of the world. No, that'll freak people out. Sorry guys, I don't want to freak you out on a Saturday morning.
Maybe from your terrible singing.
I can't sing.
The audience noticed.
So anybody want to comment? Maybe anyone want to see anything else? Like a part of the city? I'm open for suggestions. There's no traffic. I can get anywhere in like 5 minutes. This is the longest light ever. Good God. hell's going on? Why are we stuck here? Weird.
Crosswalks on spots. of traffic. Louis Fish Shack. That's a famous spot.
Let's go over here. Where do you want to go next? Go past the stadium? Isn't Giant Stadium around here?
It's all the way back over there, I think.
There you go. Hit South Beach.
So that's dead end. So now we go that way.
Alright, we're just gonna drive randomly. Up the hill we go. On the right hand side is Ghirardelli. It's shut down. Okay, yeah, I think we're in South Beach right now. Hey Nancy, where are we? That way, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Maritime Museum.
If you're just joining me, welcome to the Apocalypse coverage, San Francisco edition 2020. This is Ghirardelli Square. It's where you get a good chocolate from. Really good chocolate. But it's all closed, so we're not going to get any chocolate.
Maritime Museum.
I'm also going to be doing some time-lapse videos. I got a GoPro right here, and I got a GoPro right there doing some 5-second time-lapse videos, so that's going to be pretty cool. You know, the reason why I'm doing this really is because, quite frankly, somebody has to do it, and we're at a turning point in humankind. I mean, this is pretty much insanity in history. I'm pretty sure our great-grandparents and said the same thing during major turning points in history. So my belief is I got to document it so that I can show Addie's kids and Holden's kids when they ask questions about it. All right, we're on Van Ness. Where are we headed? Sorry about that. It keeps wanting to attack the wonderful dash.
Fort Mason.
We got Fort Mason over here. Yeah, I think that the people that have been in San Francisco quite a bit, have been around these areas, know just how chaotic it is. I mean, when you go to the city and you drive, you're like 10 and 2. You're watching out for crazy freaking taxis, Uber drivers, people. People take chances. It's stressful. It's like you got to have a drink afterwards. Right now, we're just casually going. Just gonna walk. Oh, that person's a dick. I'm telling her to walk. You better walk in front of a car. Don't be responsible for killing two dogs. But anyways, I mean, it's right now we're just casually driving. Like, we can pull over and stop for at least 4 minutes and no one will honk their horn at us.
What the hell are these people doing?
Oh, must be the dispensary. No, I think they're just waiting for this grocery store.
They're in
here.
line for a grocery store to get in to get groceries.
I mean, This is
Yeah,
bananas.
the line goes all the way around. Look.
People waiting in
that's
line.
the line for Safeway.
Yeah, Safeway. People waiting in line to get inside Safeway. Oh, my camera skills are pretty good. It's starting to rain.
Yeah, as long as it's covered, it's fine. So we're gonna go down, then we're gonna hang a left on Fillmore. Unless you want to go all the way
Yes, let's go Fillmore.
back. Unless you want to go to the Palace of Fine Arts, which is back at
Nah,
Presidio.
let's go Fillmore.
Okay.
Get into the main city, and then we'll go there maybe.
49-mile scenic drive. What the hell is that? Whatever it is, it's closed.
Go hit that wiper
There's our
blade.
turn.
So we're gonna hit up, what is it, the strip club alley by Warfield? That area, right?
I don't know. I'm just looking for the next main thoroughfare to go down. I don't know shit about the city.
Well, at least it's an island, so can't get really lost. Just go one direction, hit the water, and go around. Alright, we're gonna take you back into like the heart of the city. We go up some of the big hills. I always love the colors of these buildings. Pretty sure it's probably an arm and a leg. Like right now, I just saw something one bedroom for rent. I'm pretty sure it's probably like $3,500. Look, the main thing, time for PSA, you know, just wash your hands. You know, only go out if you really, really have to.
Like us.
Yeah, like we really have to do this. We do. And anyone wants to argue, I'm up for the argument. But anyways, you know, just take care of everybody. Don't be a dick. Be kind to everybody else. Because unfortunately, there are a lot of people that this brings out the ugly in them. Green light, buddy. It's okay. No one. You could have sit there. Actually, no one was behind us. Go. And there's another spot that's usually popping. And there's people walking around, so it's not exactly 100% a ghost town. I suppose if you live in the city and you're renting a room for about $6,000 and it's the size of a closet, being quarantined in that would suck. Welcome to the 2020 Apocalypse live feed. San Francisco. Well, it's a positive thing too that there's not a lot of people running around, because if they were, the virus would spread pretty quick and pretty fast. So
Give me that case over there.
Lombard and Fillmore. Past the Balboa. It's a pretty popular spot. That pizza place is boarded up. These bars are boarded up. Gonna be able to turn. Store closings left and right. A lot of boards up. A lot of windows. You know, San Francisco is a wonderful place, but traffic is insane. The mass amount of tourists, which is good. I mean, it brings revenue, is always insane.
Jesus, steep.
And honestly, I don't think I've seen a single tourist.
That has a big blown up cane.
I missed that one.
It's a little Asian pimp.
These stairs on this side were built, I think, like in the 30s. We're gonna make it up there. This is steep. Holy crap. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Broadway and Fillmore.
Broadway and Fillmore.
So we must have crossed through this at some point.
So what do you think? We could probably drive across the entire city in what, 10 minutes? If that?
I don't know.
Where if you had to do now, okay, put it in perspective.
There's a dog taking a shit.
Oh, well, thanks for
And
pointing that
we
out.
left it.
Did you leave it or was it a P?
Was it a P?
Let's see, was it P?
We social
It was P. It was just
Okay,
P. He can't pick up P.
False
We're okay
alarm,
on that.
false alarm.
Don't worry, everybody. That guy's not a douchebag. Can't pick up P. Nice guy.
He's like,
Oh.
got your GoPro on the roof. He's
Yep.
judging you.
And then he snudged. It's like, pfft.
It's like, thanks, you guys are dicks. Alright, so we are, where are we? We're over by Alta Plaza Park, Lower Pacific Heights. Oh, little garden.
all boarded up.
What the hell's up with like the peepholes?
So they can get light inside. Palmer's Diner is boarded up.
All these places.
Lita,
Look how much.
Intermix. God, I really wish that pizza place was open.
Could be.
It's like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I don't know what time.
Oh, wait, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Goddamn daylight savings. I need to change my clock on my car.
Well, we're coming up to Japantown.
Oh, back full circle.
No, that was Chinatown. We're coming up to Japantown. I don't know if you knew this, but China's on the Asia continent, and Japan is an island that's not a part of the Asia continent.
Fun fact.
The Philippine Islands, Filipinos are not Asian.
All boarded up.
Oh, we're coming up to the Western Edition Fillmore District.
Green light. There's a lot more people around down here.
If anyone has recommendations on where we should go, because I don't know anything about the city.
Man, that is bananas. All right, I have a random joke for you guys. What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman? Anybody? Snowballs. I am a dad, so I can tell those dad jokes. Oh, there's the first cop we've seen. That's literally the first cop we've seen today, other than Park Sport on the mountain. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. So when I first moved to the United States, we moved obviously back east in New York. Our container of all of our furniture and all our stuff was basically lost for over a month. So I'll never forget the first time turning on TV. It's probably like a Tuesday afternoon. School hadn't been set up yet for us. We had to get a vaccination before we go to school. Well, anyways, so my mom and I were watching daytime TV, and as you know, this is probably late 90s, mid to late 90s. So, you know, Phil Donahue and Jerry Springer were top contenders back then. So we basically put on an episode of Jerry Springer, one of the classics, trailer trash, incestual, not the father bullshits that was on TV. And I'll never forget looking at mom going, holy shit, this is where we moved. You know, back then, coming from South Africa, there was no such thing as internet. Everything was dial-up, so you don't really get to research it like you know, you can today, and photos and Google Maps and all that stuff. So you just kind of go in there blind, and that's the society I thought I was moving to. Bunch of rednecks inbreeding, getting paternity tests on live daytime television.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Fun fact. All right, it's starting to rain a little bit. Haight-Ashbury. We got a request for the Haight-Ashbury district. Your wish is our command. Green light.
We can make that happen.
Shout out to Cole Hawkins for being a really good driver. We're both still alive. We haven't gotten a ticket. We stalled a couple lights, but that's okay because no one's behind us. But it's hard to be the driver and the maps guy at the same time. Some of the markets are still open, which is kind of nice, like this one right here, the corner. Cheers Market, still good to go. Nancy, we're gonna go there. We'll score you some stuff from the Haight. I think Colt's also gonna get some piercings done too. Green light. Let's not run over the locals.
They hate that when you hit them.
Some awesome artwork.
So this is the Painted Ladies.
They were back there.
What the hell were they?
Painted ladies.
I didn't see any.
It was just ladies painted on the wall.
Oh, look at this. Oh, they're just doing house cleaning. False alarm.
Or he's
That was
Ghostbuster.
some COVID-19 ultra disinfecting stuff.
Alright, we're going to the Haight-Ashbury. I can already smell the marijuana. Like I know I can really smell weed. It smells like weed out here. So, hey, for the people overseas, back home, so obviously the United States is basically going essential businesses, you know, like automotive, doctors, you know, grocery stores and things like that. The cool thing is liquor stores are considered essential businesses as well as pot dispensaries. So you can day drink and get high while you're in your quarantine. Get you a glimpse of the co-pilot in action.
Head west on Bell Street toward Divisadero Street. Continue on Bell Street for a half mile.
There's nobody out in this section either.
400 feet, turn left onto Baker Street. Turn left onto Baker Street.
So now we're kind of by one of the main parks in the center. Some people out here for sure. Normally we could be like, oh, I'm hungry, let's go to this place or Mama's, or there's so many different breakfast spots around here, but not today. Today we go hungry. Everything is closed.
Panhandle. If anyone wants to know, Panhandle's right there.
You guys coming up on the Panhandle. Now watch out, let's not run anyone over. And if we run someone over, it's on live, so we can't exactly lie about it. Watch out for this
Look at
guy.
this guy coming in hot, man.
He looked you in the eyes. He looked into your
Yeah.
soul.
He was two-wheel drifting, that bad boy. Okay.
Oh, he's watching. He's checking your front end. He's like, hey, buddy, don't run me down. Got a life to live. I got kids that I haven't had yet. So people still getting their exercise on, even though it's raining and there's an apocalypse about.
Oh, that's all right.
The true heroes are these guys on bikes coming up on the left. Look at him. He's not waiting for the light. He don't care. Red Jacket don't give a shit. Red Jacket don't care.
He's the honey badger of bicycles.
Yeah, he is. This guy right here, he's cautious. He was watching us. He thought we were going to run him over a few minutes ago.
Turn right on Main Street.
Alright, so we go to the Haight-Ashbury now. Kind of see what's popping down there. Which I shouldn't use popping because nothing's really popping. It's completely empty.
Okay.
There is nobody. Welcome to the Smurf house. Fun fact, this is where Papa Murph lived in his later years. Fortunately, after he passed away, he was mourned by about 1,000 Smurfs.
I thought that was a whorehouse where everyone gets blue balled.
Oh, ba-ding. All right, so, you know, a comedian once said on stage, I wish I could quote the comedian and give you his name out of respect, but since we talked about the blue house and blue balls, a lot of people are like, what are those? Well, it's kind of like this. Imagine if I sat you down and said, hey, oh my goodness, did you hear what Nancy did? No, not you, Nancy, but I'm just throwing a name out there. You know hear what Nancy did? No, what? I'm not going to tell you. That's pretty much what blue balls is for guys. And for
Nancy is a popular Euro-American name.
It is. So anyways, you got quite a few people hopping in. I guess people are waking up. Hey everybody, are you getting out of your night jammies? Getting to your day jammies yet? And it's okay to start drinking at 10 in the morning. We're on quarantine. Anyways, I'm driving through this San Francisco with my co-pilot Colt. We're showing you how empty the city is. I figure this is kind of like one of those things you got to film so that we can look back at it in 10 years and just be like, wow. I mean, we've literally had no traffic. We're driving around at free will. We could probably stop and no one would care. People would just drive around us because that amount of cars on the road. That pigeon had a death wish. He didn't even get out of the way of the car.
Nope.
Even freaking pigeons in San Francisco are gangsta. Got a little street art coming up right here.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Welcome to my 2020 live coverage of the Apocalypse San Francisco edition.
Badass Husqvarna bike.
Driving through the city looking for people, and there's no one.
Turn right onto Clayton Street, then you will arrive at your destination.
All right. Here we are.
Now the question is, do we go left or do we go
Let's
right?
go right. Right seems good. Oh, bad move. Oh, square circle back. Okay, right now we're gonna basically pull a U-turn in San Francisco, and as you can see, we don't have to stop at all. Is this a one-way street? No, because the cars are parked that way. We just did a U-turn, no problem right now. Comcast still working. Good job, Xfinity.
Hope he's getting his hazard pay.
Well, I mean, how else, quarantine?
Hope I get my hazard
Internet.
pay. Oh, what is this place?
What is what? Alright, Haight Ashbury, driving up and down here. There's nobody. Check my car. This is a big, busy intersection. There are some people out, I guess. Those people have a baby. I'd never bring a baby out. No judgment, sorry. Suppose we, stuck in a small apartment for a long period of time. You got to get some fresh air.
Yeah, that person's wearing a Slayer sweatshirt. We like them. And they have gloves on. Good height.
Slayer fans have good hygiene. Old buildings. Old. Coming up on Buena Vista and Java.
Buena Vista Park.
I've never actually been in this part of the city before. I know nothing about this part of the city. Oh, Easter. Look at all those Easter eggs.
Oh,
Whoa.
this is real cool.
That's crazy. A stray dog. It's got all the Easter eggs. Welcome to the Apocalypse Coverage San Francisco Edition 2020 for the new people that have joined us. We're driving around the city. No traffic, no people. It's just crazy. Yes, I'm risking my life for all of you. Recording history. Where are we headed?
Don't know.
Doesn't matter, I guess. San Francisco. There's the tower. We're way in the neighborhoods. We just drove all the way from that tower in what, 10 minutes? 15 minutes tops?
Yeah.
That's crazy. 15 minutes from, I forget what that is, the next to the Hilton Sky Lounge, all the way to this neighborhood in 10 minutes.
Head west on Roosevelt Way toward Levant Street. Head southeast on Museum Way. In 1,000 feet, turn right to stay on Museum Way.
For sale, if anyone's interested.
For a large amount of money.
Turn right to stay on Museum Way.
Alright, I'm going to end the live for now. We're going to go find some other stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. You have a wonderful Saturday. Make sure you
Twin Peaks.
take some...
6 minutes, we'll be there.
Alright, we'll hold on for 6 minutes. We'll go to Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks it is. God, I want pizza right now. Yes, I'm coughing into my sleeve.
Mount Olympus, compact hill with parking a police statue. Do you want to go to Mount Olympus or do you want to go to
Sure,
Twin
but I'm not getting out of the car, I'll tell you that much.
We got someone behind us. Kingford Terrace. Oh, that's where I was supposed to go. We got a pissed off guy.
Oh, it's gonna be difficult. Oh, I'm supposed to just turn here.
Missed the turn back there.
Head east on Lower Terrace toward Levant Street.
Shit.
Slight right on Seventh Street. Head west.
Oh my god. My transmission's like, what are you doing to me? Shout out to Amazon.
800 feet, turn left onto Ashbury Street.
Hope they're getting their hazard pay.
Dude, that's the steepest this has ever gone up. You made it, old girl. You made it. This is the narrowest street I've ever seen. Oh my gosh.
Some random kid pushing her baby sister or brother around in a stroller. Parents probably said, "Get the hell out. We're tired of you. We love you, but what you got?" Oh, look at that. That's, I think, where we're going.
Head southwest on Upper Terrace toward Monument Way. In a half mile, turn left onto Clifford Terrace.
Dude, I've never been to this part of the city before. This is crazy. It's one way.
Where we go. Yep, no, we're going the right way. Cool. These places probably some insane views.
Probably millionaires living out here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All these cars' transmissions are going to be destroyed by the end of the year. Except for Toyota.
You guys heard it from Jeff. Don't buy used cars from San Francisco. Oh, that's the statue they're talking about. So this is Mount Olympus hilltop. Top of Mount Olympus. Little unknown facts. There's multiple mountains within San Francisco. Is that going to be 5G, 10G? How many Gs? Is the tower going off?
I'm not getting it because I can't see. There you go. Big tower.
Turn left onto Clifford Terrace, then turn left onto Ashbury Street. Turn left onto Ashbury Street, then turn left onto Clayton Street.
Someone's window got busted out.
I suppose there's no cops really, right?
Turn left onto Clayton Street.
Anything over there?
No, just down. Sign for Ferrari, I guess. Like a mobile sign.
In a quarter mile, turn left to stay.
What part of the city is this?
Look, I don't know.
I'm going to sign off. Have a good one, everybody.